Hey, I'm Jason Brozen, and I am the lead corporate safety and technical trainer with Tyndale. Today we're going to look at 110.2A. A is an alpha. This is the electrically safe work condition. I'm going to refer to this as the ESWC in all future videos, just so you know. There's a lot of confusion out there about the ESWC. One of the statements that drives me nuts out there is when people say, well, we don't work anything hot, we lock everything out. As one of my favorite TV characters says, false. There is no way that you are properly locking something out without checking for absence of voltage, which is energized work. This is step number 7 of the ESWC in 120.6. We're going to describe and clarify the 8 steps of that ESWC in several future videos, so don't worry, we'll get to it. So let's look at the 7E text. An employer shall establish, document, and implement an electrically safe work condition policy that does both of the following things. Number 1, it requires hazard elimination to be the first priority in the implementation of safety-related work practices. Number 2, it has to comply with 110.2B. Just for the record, OSHA calls this out in 1910 333A1. What these two texts are saying is that you must de-energize if at all possible. I'm going to give you a quick taste of the hierarchy of risk controls. We're going to cover this in more detail coming up in a future video of 110.3 H3. Number 1 and at the top of the list is elimination. There's a reason for that. This means you physically remove the hazard or hazards. This is what 110.2 A1 is specifically talking about. So what are the hazards that you're trying to eliminate? Well, the 70E obviously is all about the electrical hazards, but there could also be pneumatics, hydraulics, or any other hazard connected to that piece of equipment. Killing power is not always possible. Take, for instance, a hospital transfer switch that needs service. You can't just de-energize both sources of power without killing people in ICU that need life support to keep them alive. So obviously there's some exceptions. I can tell you these have been widely misunderstood as well as abused, and we're going to cover these in detail coming up. But just to restate, this is a policy that you shall create that prioritizes de-energization. We're going to get into 110.2B in the next video. I'm sure it's going to cause some discomfort. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you stay safe out there. We'll see you next time.